Sucks. Your phone doesn't vibrate when you get the deposit, right?
Yeah, that would feel good.
Yeah, you should get a nice like long vibrate.
It just lights up.
Not
yeah.
like a regular text, but like a nice.
It should get off a lottery noise. Ding 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 ding.
Yeah, just your phone just starts jumping up and down for you.
I want to get those big fat deposits that make you not even really care about humanity anymore.
Yeah. What's another 80 grand?
You know, when it's like 40 grand.
It's just interest.
So what? I missed your birthday, Ma. I made 40 grand.
Yeah. And then you start gambling. It's like, man, I just lost 40 grand.
Smoking cigarettes. Yeah. I'm down right now.
Sometimes you're down, sometimes you're up.
Can you imagine how exciting that life would be?
But it's like the problem with that is that you can never, the problem with gambling, that's why so many people get in trouble with it, is you can't go backwards. It can only go in one direction.
But you still get to smoke cigarettes. You don't
No, but
care.
I mean, if you're used to gambling $100 and then one day you're just like, fuck it, I'm going to do 250. And then the next day you win, and the next time you're like, all right, I just won $3 grand, so now I'm gonna start betting $2,000 for every game. Once you get to that $2,000, $10,000, $15 grand on a game, you can't go back to $100 because you don't even feel it anymore.
Well, I think it depends on what you got. If you got nothing left, that 100's a lot.
No, but that's the thing. Once you get that, you're down to your last 100 because you just lost. Norm Macdonald was on a podcast talking about this. Once you've lost almost all your money, you don't even want what's left.
Oh yeah, I know that feeling.
You're just like,
dude,
fuck it, I don't want
a true feeling.
Because it's like, no, I just lost 100 grand. I don't want to. The last 10,000 is just going to remind me of the 100,000.
Yeah,
that I
just
lost.
take it. So which is the dumbest feeling. I was out with a gambler, dude. I ended up having to buy him Jack in the Box and everything. The whole time there, he's like, this whole trip, we ain't eating no bullshit Jack in the Box, bro. By day number 5, he was out of money. He's all sad-eyed to me. Hey,
wow.
You know they got a trio. They got 3 for 3.
You know it's a BOGO, right?
Yeah. Yeah, dude. To me, I just want the hypeness of like, you know, you're betting on a fucking game.
It is exciting.
Remember, we had a friend like this. He'd bet on games and he'd get all riled up.
I mean, I bet $8 on a game. You get locked in.
Well, imagine
even if you're watching a game that you don't really care about. The second you put a little bit of money on it, you are in it.
And you're in the city. You're wearing a good outfit that makes you feel one of those outfits that makes you confident. And you're running around, money, fucking some ex is calling you. She's lonely. You're hanging out with her.
Oh, you got 2 phones.
Start smoking cigarettes. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're messaging shit. You're parlaying shit.
Yeah. Then by the end of the night, it's like sometimes you're down, you're up.
Popping Adderalls, you don't know what's gonna happen. You end up in bed with a girl, a little Spanish girl.
The one thing you can say for sure is that you're not gonna be even.
Right.
You're not gonna get to the end of the night with the same. You're either going up or you're going down.
Yeah.
And no one ever gets to the end of the night even.
And you get in a fight would be nice.
Yeah. Well, at that point, it's like you just want to feel something, especially after you just lost all this money
and you're sweating.
Yeah. It's like you can't even like. I mean, imagine being at the game. At like a baseball game,
right?
And gambling there and losing it all, and then you got to leave. There's like little kids around.
Yeah,
there's like little kids who are there
for
their birthday.
Your baby mom.
Yeah, they're like playing stupid songs on the stadium. Everybody's dancing.
Yeah,
you're just like, what the fuck? I just lost 45 grand.
Can I have some peanuts? No, they're fucking 99 cents.
Yeah, hey, they didn't cover the spread.
Yeah, dude, I need some more entertainment. Today I did nothing. I've been making my money online, dude. It's kind of boring. You just sit at your phone. I just look at my phone all day and watch the money go up $22 here and there.
So it could be worse.
It's a boring life, though. I went around today. I gave myself a little task and a time limit to get it done in.
When it gets like this, it's just dark.
Well, I was running around. I'm like, I need to go here. I'm going here and getting a hot dog. I'm going here to talk to this guy.
Well, I mean, at least you got dressed, took a shower.
The excitement, though, is all about the chase. Like, I'm starting to realize, like, these people that think I have some heat going because of my followers, I like to keep making them think that. I meet them at nice places.
Right. You can't like hang out. You got to hang out with them for like 10 minutes.
Right.
Like, I got to go.
Well, I show
got moves
up.
To make.
We go to a place where drinks might be $22 a drink. It's lit, nice. They're all nervous.
Yeah.
They really think I can help their future.
You just get a water.
Yeah, and they start showing me spreadsheets and their projections.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's always about a guy that I know.
You got to pull off in an Uber
Yeah.
But the Uber just takes you like a block.
Yeah.
You just hop out the Uber, get on the bus.
An XL black. Yeah, that's the way to do it. My driver's out here.
You got to keep your mystique.
And you keep the mystique. You say you got a driver. I worked with one of these guys.
Yeah, I got a couple plays tonight.
Yeah, I got a few things I got to do.
What's the move?
Let's stop over and see my friend. And everything's like it's a big deal, but it's really not.
You got to be in the diamond district.
Like to you think you just hung out with some jeweler, a diamond thief, and it's just his buddy Anthony.
Nobody actually has shit to do.
Right.
Anybody who's actually bragging to you and I only got 10 minutes and I got to go this, I got a full day, they're lying.
They're all talk.
Nobody has more than 2 things to do in a day.
And they love showing you on their phone.
Yeah.
That's how you know they're lying. It's like, dude, I don't need to see your fucking appointment.
Yeah, they're showing you the eye calendar.
Yeah, look, see that?
Look
What's that say?
Look at all the dots.
Dorenzo.
Yeah.
You see that? 3:00, Dorenzo.
Yeah. So I was thinking, let's play a little game.
Yeah.
Let's play a little imagination. I'll give you a story. I want you to think about how this is going to feel psychologically as a man. Okay, you're growing up. Your father is a very powerful. He's like a go-getter in the scene, in like the political scene. Everybody knows him.
Like a king?
He's like a king, but he's in the mix. He's like a guy. This is like the 70s. So you're out in New York City, and everybody knows your dad.
Oh, okay.
Everybody's like, that's the guy.
Yeah.
You get into like college. He gets you into a nice college. You become a lawyer. You start running your dad's campaign to become governor of New York State.
Yeah.
He wins, and he becomes a very powerful governor. He wins re-election, and he's like one of the most beloved New York governors of the era. This is a very tough time in New York.
Right.
The state's broke, city's crime, so everybody's looking up to the governor. Your dad becomes governor for like 10 years. Everybody loves him. He leaves office on a high note. He gets you a job as like attorney general.
Yeah.
You're working in some bullshit nonprofits. He's getting you all these cush government jobs. You're on the step ladder going up.
Right.
You become Attorney General of New York State in 2006. That goes good. 4 years later, you run for governor of New York State.
Yeah.
Landslide victory. You win. 4 years later, you win again.
Wow.
4 years later, you win a third time. No one wins this much in New York State. People love you. You are on the high path. 2020 hits. Pandemic. Everybody's scared. Right. Nobody knows what's going on. The president doesn't know what's going on. You take charge. You're now the guy that everybody's looking to during the pandemic, who's like showing leadership. You get this national profile. Everybody's thinking like, you got to become the next president.
Right.
This guy is being presidential. Everybody loves this guy. This guy is like our light in the darkness. 2022. You are just about to publish a best-selling book about how good you are as a leader, how good you were as a governor in the moment of the pandemic. Right then, sexual harassment scandal.
Damn.
Right then, they found out a bunch of people your staff, a bunch of women who work for you, all come out at the same time, say he was touching me, he was harassing me, he pushed me up against a wall. Real dark stuff.
Damn.
The Democratic Party turns on you. The establishment that built you up, they're all saying you gotta resign now.
Yeah.
You're done. Your shit is cooked. So you resign in disgrace. Everybody is suddenly like, no one even wants to talk to you at that point.
Right.
So you kind of disappear from the scene, and you come back 4 years later because you hear the New York City mayor is in trouble. He's not going to run for re-election. This is a shoo-in. You've had 30 years of public life.
Right.
You were governor for 12 years. Of course you're going to win the New York City mayor. This is a shoo-in.
Right.
Nobody is even running who has any experience. There's like everybody who's running has no name in politics. You are dominant. You sign up to become New York City mayor, and you run in the election in the primary against 8 other inexperienced young people. You get fucking washed. It's not even close.
Wow.
You lose by so much to a guy who is less than half your age. Everybody's looking at you like this is the most embarrassing thing I've ever seen a politician do. Come back
other
like
than
this.
the sexually assaulting women.
But I mean, just the fact that you could come back and lose again is so embarrassing.
Right.
This guy, he was supposed to be the guy. He was supposed to be president at this point.
Right.
He just lost in a primary to a guy who's in his 30s.
Yeah.
So you think, all right, that was weird, but I am who I am and I have my history. I'm going to run again.
Right.
I'm going to try to run this time in the general election, and I'm going to get all the billionaires behind me, and we're just going to attack this guy. I can't lose. This would be, I've built up 30 years of experience up to this moment. And you run in the New York City mayor election, and it's the biggest turnout in New York City history, and you lose again. What is that like at that point to be Andrew Cuomo, knowing that you have just fallen from the highest peak, and now you can't even get 50% in your own city?
He's probably still paid, probably still out drinking, touching women. I don't think he learned a lesson.
This dude took L after L, though.
But do you think that stopped him?
This is a story of fucking, Icarus. It's a high and then a low.
Well, he goes to those restaurants where the waitress is expected a little bit of sexual assault.
How do you even show your face in public?
Oh, dude, he's still Cuomo.
Knowing that, no, but he's just like, that you just took this many losses in a row.
People still take pictures with him.
I don't know, dude.
I had a feeling Mondami was going to win.
Everybody knew That's the problem. Everybody knew Mondami was going to win. The second time.
I would have bet
It's one thing to lose once. Imagine losing to the same guy twice in the same year.
I still think the sexual scandals bothered him worse than losing this. Because you got your wife, your daughters.
But, imagine going through that and getting out the other side. And it kind of calmed down for him after a while. All the Me Too stuff.
I'll tell you what, he still don't feel like a dog walker. Imagine if he was walking dogs.
No, that's not how psychology works. Imagine right now if you lost everything you already have right now.
Right.
And you got to a level where you were above dog walker, but way lower than you are now.
Right.
You would feel horrible.
Yeah.
Anybody who's achieved that level of public notoriety who gets knocked off their pedestal, that's why he's making these desperate moves to try to come back.
What's he going to do?
You just want
president.
But
next?
It's just like we're talking about with gambling. All you want to do is feel a win.
So say somebody doesn't win New York, can they just move to Iowa or PA, try to win?
That's what I think. He's going to try to move to Florida, and he's going to try to run there.
Florida's another tough one. And you want to talk about sexual scandals. Girls do that for a living in Florida.
Yeah, this dude. But it's just like when you've just taken a loss in the casino, and you're walking away from the blackjack table. You just know you lost almost all your money.
You're all in.
You got about $30 in your pocket. You don't want to go home and regroup at that point.
What's he got, about 20 more years in the spotlight before everything starts catching up?
He's already in his late 60s. This dude's got like 10 years left before he's got a heart attack.
He's got to run it up.
But what do you even do? How much more can you embarrass yourself after you've taken this many L's?
This is time to party. Get on Nickelodeon, start doing drugs.
No, this dude, I've never seen somebody take this many losses in a row.
Yeah, but you don't get to see the wins.
This is even worse than sports. I've seen the wins.
But he
was
goes
governor.
home. Nah, he goes home, eats a bowl of pasta. That's a big win for him.
No, it's not. If you lost anything and you had to eat a bowl of pasta, that would not be a win. Imagine you open up Instagram and you lost 200,000 followers.
The only thing that could make me feel
somewhat good. You would feel horrible at that point.
But pasta might still help.
No, it wouldn't. You would feel disgusting. You would be pulling up your phone every 5 seconds.
I feel like it would make me hungrier.
I'd
come back out even. No, but I'd be like, nah, I'm going to make 10 Instagrams.
Nah.
Now I'm going all in.
You would. Well, that's the thing. That's what he did.
Yeah.
He lost the governorship, and he thought, fuck it. I'm still gonna win. I'm still gonna come out here and take. And he thought he was gonna walk into it.
I can't believe he just thought he'd beat the dude.
He didn't even campaign. He didn't even do anything.
He should have knew better.
Well, just
you ain't beating that dude in New York.
Losing to somebody who's half your age, who has no experience.
But in New York, it's all these young kids running around.
Yeah, I mean, then the guy he happened to, it was a perfect storm.
Right.
Everything that could have gone wrong for him.
They're all skipping. I see them. Dude, I see kids in the street
People were
skipping.
Excited. It was exciting.
Skipping today.
It was one of the biggest political victories.
Mondami for mayor.
They were having it was whole parades and shit.
They should do that thing where we all get to eat like them. You know, where they open up the restaurant real long and you eat after Ramadan. I thought they'd have more of those free restaurants open. You ever walk in one of those places and try to eat? They're like, buddy, what the fuck are you doing here?
Oh, it's just like all the places in my neighborhood when I used to live there.
Is it like that?
No, but it's like, you walk to the wrong bar.
Oh, yeah.
And you're just like, wait, I'm not supposed to be here.
This
bar is open technically, but it's not open.
I lived in Long Island City, and during that, whatever, Ramashan or whatever, They had the restaurant with the buffet. I mean, dude, trays 3 feet long. And I just thought it was free. I walked in, started making the plate.
It was free?
They stopped me. I mean, they didn't charge nobody.
Why would it be free, though?
Nobody else was paying.
Ah, they were all like, it's like a private party.
Right, yeah, I guess so.
You walked into someone's like bar mitzvah.
Yeah, probably a birthday or something.
Yeah.
It was back in my hungry days. But they should do that for the new governor.
Hey, for the new mayor?
Yeah, start having free food.
The city's too big.
You don't think they do one Ramadan for everybody?
Nah.
They got to start implementing Muslim things to see how people in New York act.
Just to fuck with people?
Yeah.
I'm down for that.
That was
every day, like at 4:30, the city shuts down. We all got to pray.
There should be a big intercom that goes on. Welcome to Mondamieville.
Yeah, right.
People would lose their mind.
All right, when you land at JFK from now on, after January 1st, it's going to say, my name is Zoran Mamdani.
Is it?
Welcome to New York City. Yeah, I mean, you could. Eric Adams already has, when you land in the city.
Wow.
That's going to be the new thing.
Are you excited?
It's exciting. I was very excited. It was exciting, first off, to Zoran. He seems like a great guy. It was so exciting to watch Andrew Cuomo. If you've never seen somebody, politically, I can't even overstate how much of an L this dude just took.
Do you think one of the main reasons...
It is incredible. It's like a movie.
Do you think what killed him the hardest was when he said, yeah, he lives in a poor person's apartment? They really came after him for that.
Well, he was saying that he's a rich person living, and he's got too good of a deal in his apartment.
But he worded it wrong.
He was saying, like, this guy's got a rent-controlled apartment.
I get what he was saying.
It was $2,300 in Astoria.
But Americans they're going to be like...
Would you pay $2,300 for a one-bedroom in Astoria?
Man, in today's day and age, yeah.
We already talked about... No, go back. Any listeners can go back to last week. You're talking about how you would never live in Astoria.
I mean, I wouldn't want to, but $2,300. Dude, these apartments are a lot. I hope Mom Dommy makes it happen. You think... How long is it going to take me to learn his name?
Oh, yeah. Whatever. But it's like the apartments are never going to get... He's not talking about how he's going to lower the price. He's just it's gonna get capped.
Well, hopefully he caps it for a few years.
But it's only for like rent stabilized apartments too. It's not for. It'd be for like for this place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He should talk about bringing back the EBTs. Everybody's pissed about that. What's going
Trump.
on with that?
That's Trump that's locked that down.
Took the EBTs. You see anybody looting yet?
Nah, but I see people lined up with like carts for food pantries and stuff.
Right.
That shit is blocks.
Yeah, I know.
It's crazy.
I got the one right over here, dude, and I honestly get upset. I see people pulling up in Mercedes trucks, smoking blunts, filling the whole truck with free food. I'm just like, dude, why? Come on, what are we doing here?
All right.
This is your hustle. I see it once a week, twice a week. They need to govern that somehow.
Well, but it's like the second you govern that, then it's like somebody who needs it can't get it. So
right,
like
that's the problem.
You can't prove that you're poor.
But
That's the one like logical thing about the problem with like Social Security, welfare stuff. It's very, very hard to prove to somebody that you don't have money.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
True.
You can't print out a piece of paper.
Cash, yeah.
You can't show somebody a piece of paper showing you what you don't have. So, but the second that they start making little rules and like, oh, you got to fill out a form, then people aren't even going to show up.
Right.
People don't want to fill out a form.
Hell no.
People don't even speak English, so they can't fill out the form. So it's like at that point, you're just cutting off kids from eating food. So.
They just trust in God.
Well, if you're a church, this is a church, the church right here, right?
Right.
Yeah, they got to just give out. What's the worst that's happening? Somebody who doesn't need rice is getting some rice.
Right.
It's not like they're getting good food.
But it's the people that can't get it.
It's all cabbage.
Well, they had grapes the one day.
There's people. I mean, I don't think there's anybody in the city who's literally starving.
Right.
But it is just like these food pantries. I'll walk by. I see the food that they're getting. It's like cabbage.
Right. Hamburger helper.
But it's like, imagine they don't even got meat because it's
no hamburger.
It's not refrigerated.
It's
like imagine being like the little kid in that situation, and your mom. It's like little kids don't even realize that they're poor.
Right.
So they're just like, oh, we got to have cabbage for dinner.
Yeah. And they know when the guy spends the night, that's not really for the pizza.
Well, they know
excited.
Little kids know if they're eating hamburger helper with no hamburger in it.
Right.
Something ain't right.
Yeah, mommy ain't doing her job.
Just don't look like the box.
Yeah, mom, talk to that guy with the big wallet.
Look at all the brown stuff on the box.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is all I got's the white part.
What's this? Stop asking me stupid questions.
Nah, they're trying to really. I mean, like between the EBT and like the airport lines, they're really seeing how long it takes for people to freak out. I think Trump has got his finger on the button right now. He's waiting for like a real freak out, and then he can press the button.
Yeah, I need to make some money my damn self. I want to start living that good life. They say if you make $400 a day in New York, that's considered good money. It's only like $146,000 a year. I guess $400 a day is decent money.
Pre-tax, though. It's not that good.
Yeah, I mean, what could you do with that?
No, I mean, you can do a lot with it, but it's like, that's the problem with like talking about how much money you make. Whenever you hear somebody talk about their salary, they're always telling you before taxes.
Right.
And so it's like you can't even really wrap your head around how much they actually take home.
Right.
But
yeah, they always tell you the bigger number.
Exactly. So it's like when you actually hear all their expenses and what they have left over, it's like everybody ends up in kind of the same situation.
Well, you'd only have $300 a day after taxes. But that's still 10 days, $3,000. That's $9,000 a month in your pocket.
Yeah, but then you fucking break your teeth. Some weird stuff happens.
Get a girl pregnant.
Well, yeah, something comes up and all of a sudden, floods or something, or your car breaks down. That shit goes quick. Everybody's struggling.
Think about all the people that we knew from the open mic that got girls pregnant that we don't see anymore. Would you have ever thought when they were telling those dick jokes at the open mic?
Oh, they're not even just that, but they're like responsible parents now.
Right.
They're like going home and, having a wholesome Christmas.
It's 5:00. Yeah, they're wrapping up presents. This is my missus. Yeah, remember I did 3 minutes at the creek.
I feel like, though, it's like you don't realize. It sounds like it's so like difficult to raise the family and everything, to make everything work. But it's like once you actually work full time, like 8 to 5, 40 hours a week, it comes in.
Yeah, it's just routine.
You make it work.
It's like anything else. You have your glass of scotch at night.
You get through that, but it's like I'm realizing now, just the last year, because I almost work full time, but it's like you do fall into a nice routine. You're just looking forward to lunch, and after lunch, it's like, oh, I get to have my coffee at 2:00.
Right.
You just go through the day, bit by bit.
Well, your job's still, you're kind of boring because you're not doing no drugs yet. See, most people, they get high off the dope at 8, and they go, okay, this is going to get me high till noon. Right. Have my coffee. 2:00.
Well, that's tough because you got to keep taking more dope.
Yeah.
Your tolerance builds up.
Then you got to weigh out how much money am I making versus the dope I'm doing.
But once you get into a situation, my thing psychologically, it's always like if I'm at work, I can always go to the bathroom. And the bathroom's always right there. It's kind of a nice bathroom with my job.
Yeah.
And I can always get a cup of coffee. The coffee machine's always there. It's always free. I get free snacks.
Can't beat the free
So
coffee.
it's like while I'm at work, nothing can go wrong for me.
Right. You get to eat, drink.
That period of time, I am inside. It's air conditioned. So nothing can really, anything that's going to go wrong in my life is going to be outside of work.
And you don't have to answer the phone.
Exactly. I'm kind of on my own. I get a little bit of freedom. But it's like just the fact that I'm inside and like at my job, I can look out the window and across the street is like Department of Transportation, Department of Sanitation.
Yeah.
Where they like
really work.
It's where they're like washing off garbage trucks.
Yeah.
When garbage trucks come in at the end of the shift, there's a guy with a hose. And it's like, man, that dude is working.
That would have been me.
I'm just inside. I get to drink my coffee and, it's listen to a little music.
That's how I feel about the cruise ships. I go on Instagram and I watch people digging ditches.
Yeah.
And it makes the cruise ships go by easy.
Well, the cruise ship, you are inside. If it's raining outside, you're not getting wet.
I'm eating shrimp.
Yeah. The problem, though, with that is that same thing with like work is that at some point you do got to leave.
Right.
And then you got to come back. That's the problem.
Yeah.
If you could just be in one place, then it's like you would psychologically wrap your head around it.
Yeah.
But it's like if you had to just go to jail on the weekends,
that
would be fucking torture. Mondays would be the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, they call it the Sunday night blues. I used to get them.
Sunday scaries.
Yeah, when you have to go to work on Monday.
Well, it's almost like you don't get the Sunday night scaries on a Thursday though, because it's like you're already in the mix. But it's like the second when you have to keep jumping back and forth. I
like to randomly message people from my old job and tell them how much I love that I don't work there no more. I just hit up a guy, a mechanic. I was like, hey, how's it going? I know you're on about year 38 now, right?
All right.
You still there, huh?
Yeah.
All those people that never believed in me when I told them I was going to quit.
When I stopped doing TaskRabbit, I would just open up the app.
Yeah.
And just so shit pops in and I would just reject it.
I'm
not doing that.
As soon as I hop on the app, I got about 2 regulars that knew me, and they messaged me, "Oh, you back on, huh?
Banging again.
Yeah, we seen you out doing moving again, huh?"
Yep.
They get all excited. It shows that's their livelihood. See, I want to have a few different. I wouldn't mind, honestly. I'm about to get a big check. Part of me wants to buy a damn van. I just want to say, fuck it. Buy a van. It's a write-off. Maybe I'll get back on TaskRabbit, get some extra income.
Right. Well, I mean, like the weather's about to start getting cold.
Yeah, but you never know. You make some quick money with those vans.
This isn't the good moving time, though, right?
Well, it's not prime time, but you still make
prime
good money.
time's like September.
I'd say you get real
June,
prime
September.
time around May.
Yeah.
You
College
start
kids moving
hustling.
out.
Once that smell's in the air.
Oh, yeah. Now you gotta find some sort of like daily routine that you're getting into.
I can't though, because I got the ships.
But I mean, you gotta once you're in town, you gotta like start waking up at this time, and you gotta eat cantaloupe. And
I
then you
want
gotta do
to,
this.
but then
you go to the
that
gym.
gets thrown off for 3 weeks straight.
You gotta start going to the post office for some reason.
I should get stamps, little stamp booklet.
Well, just give yourself like I gotta go to the Natural History Museum.
I'm afraid if I come up with a morning routine like a walk, I'm going to look back and be a 70-year-old man. That's how it all starts.
Yeah, you're going to do that anyway.
Well, they start telling you, I start making this walk in 2026.
Well, that's what gives life. It's rhythm though. You don't feel so like you don't feel the anxiety.
You got to tell everybody.
What do I got to do?
I'm going on my walk.
Well, it's like that's the guy who's at the coffee shop complaining that it costs $1.75 now.
I got a guy.
This used to cost $1.35.
A buddy of mine told me he's about 65 now. He's going bankrupt, but he told me when he turned 40, he decided he was going to be the Polo Ralph Lauren guy, and he did his closet Polo Ralph Lauren.
Oh wow, yeah.
Got the interior of his car dresses Polo Ralph, and he's like, I pay myself first before all my bills or anything. I take 10% and I invest in Polo Ralph Lauren. He's got stocks and all that.
Oh yeah.
And anyways, he's broke. Fucking spent all his money on that shit.
It's got to
that
be
and some Rolexes.
Pretty satisfying to look in your house.
I see when he dresses
you got the
up.
rug?
Yeah. Well, he comes out. We go out together, and he is all Lauren'd out.
Yeah, he's got some sort of jacket from the 80s.
He's got shit to talk about at the bar. Girls start saying he'll show them the socks, the underwear. He'll be giggling.
You ever go to the Polo Lounge?
Yeah, it's all Polo. I never went.
That shit looks sick. I've never been inside. It looks sick though.
What is it? That's like a Polo hangout.
I think it's like a restaurant bar, but it looks like it's like all classy. It's by Trump Tower over there.
They should have cigar smoking in there.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like there's certain places where it's like you're saying you can't even walk in. You can technically, but you can't really walk in.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're gonna clock you when you.
I went to an Italian place looking like this. I could tell they didn't want me there. One of these nice ones over here.
Yeah.
Too expensive. Everybody's all dressed up nice.
Get it to go.
They're all old looking.
Yeah.
That's how you know a restaurant's not for you. If everybody there is 80, it's like, what the fuck did I just walk into?
I always think in terms of like pants and shoes. When I walk into a place like that, it's like they can look at me. They don't even got to look up. They can be looking at the floor and they can spot this guy. He's no good.
Well, you don't got the crease in your pants. We need the crease. That's what you really need.
It's the kind of pants, though. You can't walk in wearing jeans and
dress pants with a creases. That's the way to go.
Yeah, but you got to walk in looking clean. You can't walk in looking like, I just spent a day of work. That's not like you don't got a good classy look.
You can't walk in there like that.
Yeah.
I want to start going to those spots, man. Dress nice apartment. I want to live the facade. I want open micers nervous.
The second you start getting some money, you are in a fucking speed run to give it all back. How can I spend every dollar I have?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think so?
You're already talking about it. In your head, that's the problem. In your head, you're already rich.
Yeah.
So it's like you're at that point, it's already like, well, I got this much money. I'm always going to have this money.
I got to sell it.
So it's like, I got to spend it or what's it for?
Yeah.
And that is the speed run for not having money.
You think I should just invest it and stuff?
You gotta not. That is how people get rich. Is you gotta be making money, pretending like you don't make money.
Get a little tire
factory.
factory.
Not even that. Just you get a check for $8,000, and you act like you don't have $8,000.
Yeah.
But very psychologically, it's not an easy thing to do, because most people will get that money, especially if they're not used to having money. They get the money, and You hear two guys talking about when there's like a holiday bonus.
Oh yeah.
It's like, oh, what are you going to spend?
Pool.
What are you going to spend yours on?
Hookers.
Oh, what's your plan? Nobody ever says, oh, I'm going to save it.
Taking the family to Disneyland.
Exactly. Everybody talks about some plan they have to already give the money back. No one's ever like, oh, I'm going to put it in the bank and get 4%. But that's how rich people actually get rich.
Yeah, because that 4% is no fun.
It's no fun, but that's how you keep money. That's how you don't go fucking broke.
Yeah.
This is how guys like you end up going broke, is thinking current circumstances are going to continue on to the future.
Right.
Past current results.
That is true.
Yeah, this is how much I make now. This is how much I'm always going to make. And the second the weather goes bad, that's when those guys get washed out. And that's when, like we're talking about with gambling, talking about with Cuomo.
Right.
That's when the real shit, desperation.
That's when you see who you really are.
That's when you really start to sweat. And that's when you got to start having plate spinning and you start making bad moves. That's when it's
you
like.
You never know.
You do know. We've seen this before. But it's like you see, especially with people who have compulsive behavior, they have like impulse control problems.
Right.
What got you to the top is not the same thing that's going to keep you there once you start to backslide.
Yeah.
The second you were at 10,000 and you start to backslide, now you got 2,500. Now you got 1,800. The move that's going to get you back to 10,000 in your head is not the move that got you there in the first place.
Right.
It is the long shot.
Yeah.
It's I'm going to the fucking track.
Throwing a haymaker.
My friend, I got a feeling for this Knicks game.
Put it all on black.
I'm gonna parlay this shit, and that's when you lose everything. Because
and then you borrow from people, lose that.
Yeah, exactly. And then you borrow from the guy who actually keeps money in the fucking bank.
Yeah.
Who's actually like he's making investments over time.
And you got to try to explain to him
compound interest.
How smart of a deal this is. Listen, you don't understand.
Yeah.
I put it all on black.
I got a feeling.
Last time it was red.
I got a hunch.
You don't understand what I'm saying. I feel it in here.
Bitcoin. Yeah.
You know, bird landed on the windowsill when I thought of it.
You got to think Warren Buffett still eats McDonald's every day.
Yeah.
And he has like if the market's up, he gets a sausage McMuffin. If the market's down, he gets the regular McMuffin. So it's like this dude's got all the money in the world. Still keep it in the bank. That's how you keep money.
Just keep it in the bank. But doesn't it lose time? It loses money over time.
It's invested, though.
But if you keep the same $10K sitting there.
You don't keep it in cash. You keep it in stocks, bonds.
S&P stocks.
You keep it in stocks in general. It's Warren Buffett. He owns everything. Right. But it's like you have appreciating assets. You're not just handing your money back and trying to go to eat at some sushi restaurant that you can't afford.
You know, it's crazy how a lot of people's dream is to just like, I was talking to my buddy and he was telling me, oh yeah, you know, if I had $3 million in the bank, I could just live off the interest for the rest of my life.
That wouldn't be a good life though.
It's like it'd be a boring time.
Well, you'd be living off of about $400,000.
And some people just hate to work.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine if you didn't have...
That's the problem, is that you can't live off of $40,000 knowing that there's another $500,000 in the bank.
Oh, yeah.
Because at that point, you're going to be like, you're at Chipotle, and they're like, do you want to pay extra for guacamole?
Right.
It's like, I'm going to pay.
Yeah, give me 4 burritos.
Yeah, I'm going to... Obviously, I want guacamole.
Buy his fucking burrito,
and that's how you end up losing the money. Because it's like you can't not think about that money in the bank.
Like the story of Shaq bought himself a Mercedes. His dad's like, where's mine? So he bought one for his dad. And his mom's like, where's mine?
Hey, I got drunk and gave somebody else my Ferrari.
See, I don't think I'm even going to know how to spend that type of money. I never had that type of money.
That's not how money works.
Dude, you're going to see a big number, it doesn't make your chest hurt?
You're going to walk down the street, and by the time you get to 6th Avenue, that shit's gone. You're walking by windows pointing at stuff.
I look at like a lot of money. There would have to be the breaking point to where you just don't give a fuck, much like gambling.
No, but it's also because these days you're not going to get it all in cash. It's going to be on your card.
Right.
You're handing over your credit card at the bar, and it's going to be like, leave the tab open.
And some girl gets me drunk from Venezuela.
You don't even but it's like that first drink was like, oh, I'm going to get the nice whiskey. I'm going to spend the $35.
I hung out with a dude I couldn't believe, and then he didn't get me a drink, man. It was me, him, and about 9 girls. Bought all of them a drink but me. Dude, I had to get my own drink. And what did he say? What's the most expensive tequila you got? They gave him some shit. And I was like, yeah, I'll just take a whiskey for my $9.
How much did he spend, though?
I don't know. I think a couple hundred. I can't believe he just bought about 10 shots of tequila like it was nothing. He's got money.
That's how guys go broke, though.
Comedian with money, though.
But I mean, like those guys. I mean, obviously, I don't know this guy's situation, but it's like that's how it happens. You get around a bunch of girls. You feel like I'm gonna start throwing some stuff around.
Right.
Tequila shots.
Buy her a puppy.
And you start getting real good taste for like top shelf.
Yeah.
Some like weird, obscure tequila no one's heard of.
You gotta have the cigar rolled in liquor first.
Yeah. Next thing you know, it's like, next thing you know, you're signing off for fucking $7,800.
Imagine when we are living that top shelf life, like when you sit down at a restaurant, somebody does all this crazy shit to your cigar.
Oh, it's on fire.
You got people rubbing your feet, and they're literally making you. The dude's mother comes out and literally hand makes the noodles for you.
Just think, though, people who actually have money, you think Elon Musk, richest man in the world, $300 billion. You have never seen this guy actually spend any of his money.
Right.
You've never seen this guy eat good food. This dude drinks Red Bull and looks at his phone all day.
Do you don't think he's out eating good shit?
He doesn't do, and he doesn't spend. He gets clothes for free.
Wow.
Think about what Elon Musk wears. He wears a T-shirt and like some cheap ass leather.
You could tell those years caught up to him, though. You could see it in his face.
He's on fucking HGH.
Well, the hair still looks young.
Well, there's a certain look that happens if you take testosterone and you don't work out.
Oh, yeah.
Your
you
shit
think
starts
that's what's
getting
going on with him?
This is a guy who thought he found a cheat code.
I thought his hair looked
no,
too
you got to
young.
do some push-ups.
He looks a lot. He's got the same torso as Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, exactly. No, but he's got that. Once you get the chest starts getting puffy.
It's that big barrel chest.
Yeah. But
I hope I never get that.
Yeah. It's too much. It's too much up top.
You know, you gotta love these guys because they still suck it in.
Yeah, right.
It's like
you can only do that for so long.
Yeah, what's the point, Elon?
Yeah. I mean, there's always a cost.
You know, it's crazy to think you're a billionaire and you still want to suck in your stomach. I seen the picture of him with it sucked in. And I guarantee you all billionaires, I bet if we seen Trump without a shirt on, he'd be sucking his stomach in. How much you want to bet he's sucking it in? And it's like, dude, you would
never see Trump with the shirt off. This dude is like, he would never, that's why he's all pale.
What do you think it looks like?
I mean, it looks like an 80-year-old man with no shirt on.
Yeah.
It's not a good look.
He'd probably get a lot more sympathy.
It's probably stretch marks. It's got a lot of like weird patches and stuff. It's got some moles. No, but it's like there's a certain level of wealth where it's like it's the money you make when you're on your way up. That's where you gotta that's the good life. Before you hit that peak and something goes bad
and the excitement
and you start to fall down. When you're still on the way up and you're like you get the first few big checks, you get about 3 years of good life.
Yeah.
Where it's really like this is the prime.
You get the girl hanging around.
Yeah.
The new best friend, your buddy.
And once that shit's over, it's over. You gotta be able to just bow out gracefully.
And it happens so quick. It's like 1 minute you guys are all ordering wings, the next minute you guys all hate each other.
Well, next thing you know, you're in Miami.
Right.
Like, why do I even live here?
Yeah.
The city's not even nice.
Fucking kids won't talk to you.
Next thing you know, well, just imagine you got the Ferrari, but you got the 2022 Ferrari.
Oh, yeah.
You got a Ferrari from like 4 years ago.
Oh, that would suck.
Everybody's like, oh, well, but the white's a little bit not white anymore.
You're all embarrassed.
Yeah, the leather seats are a little cracked.
Yeah, Ferrari. Whose Ferrari is this?
You try to like take it back to get a new lease, and they're like, no, we don't do this.
Well, and you don't speak Spanish, so the detailer, he's trying to tell you it's cracked, senor, the seat.
Well, someone's trying to tell you. You're trying to like explain how the car is still nice.
Yeah.
Like, no, this is $400,000.
You gotta see me at night.
Yeah.
That's once you start tanning.
It's a depreciating asset.
You know, the shirt's unbuttoned. You're out at the club at night.
Yeah.
It's not that bad of a life.
Now that's why you gotta once you start on your way up, you gotta start making smart investments of like, I'm gonna get the Toyota Corolla right now.
Yeah.
That's my car.
Roth IRA.
Yeah, I'm gonna like put money aside where it's like I can't fuck this part up at least.
10% of everything gotta go towards retirement, I think. Or 6%. I gotta start putting a percentage of income towards retirement.
Yeah.
Getting old, bro.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm glad I got my retirement account from when I was working back in the day.
Oh, you saved it.
And here's my thing. There was a point like right during the pandemic in the beginning before
I remember you wanted to cash in.
I wanted to cash in, but I couldn't figure out how to do it. And like I tried to log into my account, but I got my password wrong.
They would have taxed you so bad.
I got my password wrong too many times, so that got locked out of my account.
Yeah.
So by the time it was like a couple years later that I could log in again, and the money like doubled.
Yeah.
So it's like that's how you save some money in this economy. Start an account, start a savings account, and don't even remember the password.
Right.
Just leave that shit, and then
and
eventually.
You're doing a straight up savings account.
Well, this was a 401k, so it's not taxed, and it's all in the stock market. And the stock market is just going crazy. So.
Yeah, I got to do it, dude. I got to get my shit together, start living the good life. I was talking to a buddy of mine. He's 67, just retired. He's trying to get a part-time job because he's like, I was retired like 2 months. He's like, I didn't work enough. I guess he never worked like a real job. He was a comedian.
Well, that's the other thing too. If you're not paying taxes, you get behind on that. You're not paying into Social Security.
Right.
Eventually, you reach a certain age. It's like that's all. The bill is going to come due at some point.
You're going to be that dude sitting
and you can't. At a certain point, you just can't work anymore.
Right.
So it's like, you gotta.
Well, you sit in front of the store.
Yeah, and I mean, this is just the guy with the weird walk.
Or you might have one of those little wheelchairs.
He's walking with a limp. And it's just like that guy's always going to walk with a limp.
Or you're one of those dudes that brings the chair down with the radio. You started off like everybody's waiting. Right. Damn, when's Dan coming to the store?
It's the guy who looks like he's going to start barbecuing, but he's not.
They start telling you about life. I used to listen to those corner store guys all the time. I was a guy that always needed direction in life. Like, I'd ask the deepest, this about me. I'd ask a waiter, Bob Evans or somewhere, hey, so do you think I should move to L.A. and try to become a rapper? What do you think? What would you do? I'd ask everybody, dude. My favorites ones were the corner store guys. And it took me till I was about now. I'm going into about to be 40. And I realized, why was I even listening to these fucking people?
Yeah, if they knew what they were doing, they wouldn't be on the corner.
And I was listening to them like they were a father of mine.
Right.
I'd get all excited, give them Father's Day cards.
In your entire life, if you think about all the advice you've gotten just as like a whole, you can contain all the good advice you've ever received in like a single piece of paper.
Right.
And like, and not even the whole paper.
It all came from you.
Not even that, but it's like, even if you condense all the shit we've ever talked about, the actual, like, I got to write down the lesson.
Right.
That is about half a page, a couple paragraphs. Everything else is just bullshit.
Don't snort coke.
But it's like people ask, like, oh, what do you think is some good advice for how to become a successful comedian? Oh, you know what they're going to say. Go on stage a lot, sit down and write jokes every day. And it's like, that's not what people want to hear.
Right.
People want to hear some like fucking movie wisdom.
I tell them, I go, listen, this is what you got to do. Find somebody that's way better than you and date them. It doesn't even matter if you guys are both boys.
Oh, what you got to do is you got to get a car. And you got to learn, you got to be okay driving somebody around.
And get a GPS.
You will always have work to do if you can.
Yeah, that's true, too.
If you just drive a car.
Sell T-shirts, make websites.
That's what you got to do. You got to get a fucking car.
Yeah.
Not a nice car. You got to get a regular Japanese car from about 10 years ago.
That would be a good way to do it.
And then you have the car. And it's like at that point you can, that's when you can start making some moves.
You could live in it.
Well, not even that, but it's like you can get out of town easy.
Yeah.
You don't got to go through all these logistics of how to get around.
And you could hang out at the comedy club and meet the girls at the open mic. You always have more respect.
You feel cool in the car.
Right.
Nice sound system.
It's winter time. Oh, you guys want to go sit in my car?
You can
put the heat on.
Record little videos in the front seat of your car where you're just fucking pissed off.
Yeah, they're taking the EBTs, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would get a car in a heartbeat, dude. I'd like to just drive around. I mean,
that's like we've always talked about. There's a difference between investing and spending. When I told you back in the day to buy that drill to do TaskRabbit, that was an investment. You were saying like, oh, I don't want to spend $100.
Right.
It's like, all right, it's an upfront cost. You make that back.
And I was
nervous.
That
back in a couple days.
And I did.
Whatever you spend on this car, you spend maybe $12,000. Nice used car.
Yeah.
Japanese Toyota Corolla. You make that back. 4 or 5 gigs.
Yeah, $10,000. Yeah, maybe.
Drive out to Pennsylvania somewhere, and then you got the car.
Yeah, Rutherford.
Yeah.
Put some T-shirts in the back.
Well, that's the other thing, too, is like when you get some money, you got to spend it on something good before you spend it on something dumb.
Exactly.
It's got to, you got to get
that's
this.
Been my biggest problem.
The second you get the money, it's like, I got to do something smart, because if I don't do something smart now, I'm going to do something dumb.
Well, now I try not to spend it at all.
Oh, that's tough, though.
Yeah, but I mean, you get in the zone. I haven't really bought shit.
You
I've
think
been
that,
being cheap.
but it's like over time that shit wears you down.
It does, but I've still been being cheap for what I've been doing.
But it's also, the thing is, it's not just spending it on something smart, but when you make a good investment, the money you spend makes money.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking a van could do comedy gigs and moving jobs.
Yeah, van. Even just a regular car, though, to get out of town. That opens up your circumference, you know.
You think it would open it up?
I think, like, you're trying to get on the road more anyways. Right?
I'd feel like an adult.
You feel cool, and it's also like, you're not always trying to figure out, does a bus go to this place in Pennsylvania?
I'll tell you, yeah, and what's crazy, too, is now that I'm making money, I'm telling you, dude, I actually feel like an adult. Dude, like, when's the last time, has this job made you feel like an adult, like a real adult? Like, you can make decisions and stuff?
Mm-hmm. Well, you reach a point where you're making more than you're spending.
Right.
It's like, all right, yeah, I got a little left over.
I'm making adult decisions now. I was looking, I said, I'm making money. I got an accountant.
You got to do this. Yeah, you got to this is the danger zone. You got to get out of the danger zone.
Yeah.
Once you're there, a few months, then it's like, that's when you're really in the clear.
Because I feel like an adult. I could go up to a girl and talk to her all adult-like and be like, yeah, I had my projections for next year and I did my taxes and I'll pay, I got it.
Right. Yeah, then she comes back here.
Oh, yeah, that's the whole problem.
That's a little tough.
This is the next step in adulting. I have to get a spot. Dude, I don't mean you're kind of in the same situation.
Yeah, it sucks.
Dude, I'll tell you, I got to be honest. Reality really sets in sometimes. I come back from the Bahamas and I come here and I see what my life is.
It's tough.
I'm just like, dude, what am I doing?
That's why I spend so much time out of that's why I always want to come into the city.
Yeah, you try to forget about.
You want to feel like you're out somewhere. I'm
something.
Always at the library. I got to go to this.
Well, when people
specific grocery store,
and when they only glance at you for a second, you could kind of live the mystique life. This person doesn't know.
Well, that's why you got to be on the move.
Yeah,
I got moves to make.
Because if I see you walking by,
I don't really got moves to make, but I got. You can't tell by looking at me.
But I guarantee you, when people see you walking by, they think, I bet that guy got his own apartment. Oh, yeah. They don't know.
That's why I end up keep going to get these beef noodles in Midtown.
Right.
It's very far. It's very far out of the way. But I feel like those people, because I'm in Kips Bay or Murray Hill or whatever. Yeah. Those people have no idea how far away I live.
Right.
They probably think, oh, this guy lives upstairs.
They think you might be a lawyer.
Yeah. He's just eating some spicy beef.
I look at my phone and act like I'm doing work at restaurants.
Right. Sell.
Yeah. I'm always talking about projections. That's my new thing on dates now, dude. I don't tell them what I do, and dude, it drives them fucking nuts.
You gotta act all mysterious.
Yeah, people always want to know what you do. I'm not gonna say, well, I just make money on Facebook. Trip and fall in videos. But I just go, oh, well, I just I do social media and
I'm in the digital space.
They're like, yeah, what do you do? Oh, that's a good one. I should use that.
I'm in media.
Dude, that's a great answer.
Well, they're going to have a follow-up. I don't think anybody's going to leave it at that.
Well, they start seeing the choice of words that I use. And I could tell they realize whatever I'm doing doesn't involve really any sort of education.
Right.
So I need to really learn. I want to start, how they got languages you could learn, like Spanish and English and shit? Like Spanish and French. They should have something that they could teach you how to sound smart. Like,
what you got to do is you got to start your own company, but that doesn't actually do shit.
Right.
But it's just got a name.
Yeah.
Prism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the CEO.
Yeah, Prism Entertainment. And you have a little business card and you have a fake office somewhere.
Oh, dude, the business card's the way to go. Easiest way to mac on girls.
I think at that point, that's how guys get apartments, is they start their own company and then they pay themselves.
I bet.
You write yourself a check for you write yourself a paycheck for $4,000. Then it's like, look at this paycheck. I make $4,000.
I was talking to a guy. He was trying to get me an apartment. I backed out. It was in Harlem. He goes, "You got a MacBook?" I go, "Yeah." He's like, "All right, we can make up some fake paperwork." And he's the dude. I'm just like, I got so scared I quit messaging him back. I'm like, dude, I ain't doing it.
That's why you want to make money, though. So you don't have to do some weird shit like that.
Well, the crazy thing is, you don't even need to make a lot to qualify for an apartment. 120 G's, that's doable.
Qualifying is not the point, though. The point is getting the apartment.
Yeah, well, if you qualify, you could get it.
But not if there's 20 other people who are trying to get it.
Oh, wow.
And people hired me for those TaskRabbit gigs. That was like one of the big things I was doing.
I didn't even think about that. You think it's that competitive?
They would send me to open houses just to like FaceTime them and show them. There would be some lady in like Hong Kong who was hiring me to go to an apartment in like Soho just to check it out.
Yeah.
I would get there and I'd have to wait in line behind 10 other people. We all got to take off our shoes and do the little like plastic thing on our feet. And then I would just FaceTime them, the little place. And it would be an apartment that was like $3,800 for like a 1-bedroom in Soho. And the line would be down the street. Wow. Any place that's actually nice, especially if it's a low price like that, there's going to be so many people who want to move in.
Damn.
And you're going to have to beat them. And the way those people end up getting the apartment is just fucking bribery.
Damn.
Who can spend? Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you have 12 potential renters from you.
Right.
Who's got a little bit of money for you.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, what a corrupt system we live in.
Well, supply and demand.
You just tell them you're a chef.
Yeah, but it's like, if there's this many people, more people want the thing than can actually get it. It's like, then it's just a matter of who can pay.
Yeah. There was this girl when I got my place in West Village. She said she was a chef. Dude, I'm so confident this girl was not a chef. She's like, yeah, I work at so-and-so. She named a place. It's crazy expensive to eat there, like 5-star restaurant. And then this was her whole catch. I'll get you guys in. And she was like, oh, yeah. No, just the fact I could get you in is a deal. The place is still like $1,000 if we eat there. And it's like, you gave this girl an apartment. I'm going to start saying chef.
Well, it's all about being able to talk your way in.
Yeah,
it's about knowing the right person who hooks you up.
See, if they know I'm a comedian, they might like that, but then they'd realize I'm filming all day. You don't think they'd like that?
That's not going to be like...
They want heart surgeon.
Well, they want somebody who has a real job who's going to be employed in next year.
Right.
Whereas if they know that you're like independent contractor or self-employed, it's like that shit can go away.
Wow.
That's why you got to make up a fake company.
Yeah.
You got to make up a company.
Prism Entertainment.
Yeah.
Have you girls ever thought about prisms?
Right. I'm in the media space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's my car. You just got to change the subject on
I'm a coordinator.
And I do. I mean, I figure if I had a nice car, an apartment, about 14 shirts, 8 pairs of pants.
Right.
What do you think would be happening then?
Well, you got to think from the other person's perspective. Put yourself in the shoes of the prospective landlord.
Right.
Would you rent to yourself?
That's a good question.
If there were 10 other people who
I would ask to see a savings account with a large number in it.
But if somebody else who wanted to rent the apartment had a larger account, if there was somebody else who was like, I could rent to this comedian guy who makes money on Facebook.
Or this
this finance guy who works for Chase Manhattan.
No, you're right.
Who would you?
Ain't that a bitch?
Who am I going to pick? It's like, of course, you know who you're going to pick.
So we'll never get the pick of the litter.
Well, that's why you gotta do your Dom thing. You gotta put your tentacles out there.
Yeah.
You gotta ask around. Who's got what?
Who knows somebody?
Well, if you just you make your little rounds, you dip your head in places. Eventually, someone's gonna hook you up.
I want an Italian landlord. Somebody that's gonna give me money for once.
We all want an Italian landlord.
Yeah.
We gotta take. You can't always get what you want.
Imagine having a fucking landlord gives you like $160.
Well, you gotta find a place where it's like this old guy is renting me an apartment, and then every other Saturday I gotta wash his back.
Yeah, talk to him about pasta.
Every once in a while a sponge bath, but besides that, it's a nice place.
Yeah, Finchili. So your grandson, he lives in Palmero.
Yeah. But anytime you're walking by these like nice places that are like Hudson Yards, it's all shiny looking. You're never gonna live there.
And you never know.
Nah. Those places, dope. Yeah. I mean, those places you got to be a Chinese billionaire to get. That's what hopefully these Zoran scares some of these people away.
I'd want a luxury building I've seen a few of my friends have these spots, and it has like 4 or 5 little office areas that you could shoot at. Like one's like a pool table area. They have like co-workspaces nobody ever uses.
Ping pong table.
Rooftops and gyms. I'm like, dude, if I lived in one of those buildings, I could shoot all day. My apartment would be a skyscraper. I got the view. I got the roof. I got everything. Be able to shoot videos all day long. Have my own studio.
Racquetball court.
Yeah, do whatever. Have people come over, be like, oh, today we're making all these skits about a pool tournament.
But you got to do, I always get these TikTok videos of guys who move to Thailand.
Yeah.
They move to like Bangkok.
I've seen those,
it's all luxury buildings where it's like, this is what I spend $300 USD and for each month, this is what I get. And they show all the amenities. They show all those workspaces, the gym, the pool. but then they go to the actual apartment and it fucking looks like this.
Right. They only show the outside for a split second.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind that.
Yeah.
That's just normal Bangkok shit.
The second hot tub. Yeah.
But look how much we spent for rice. What is that American? $1.68. They love to tell you how much the food was compared to the American price. And then I see the one where they say they got a massage for $5. The guy's like, and it had a happy ending. I'm like, dude, you got a $5 massage with a happy ending?
Right.
You know, in Bangkok, American. I know a guy that works on the cruise ships, and he lives out there, like, in one of those places, and it's far. It's like a 22-hour flight. And he's like, yeah, he goes, but the cool thing is I only got to work, like, 3 days a month. Covers all my bills. He's like, I got a few girlfriends. But he looks like the dude that would live out there.
Oh, yeah.
You know, one of those balding white dudes with real long hair.
Yeah.
Real skinny, cheekbones all big.
Yeah. He's got a wife that doesn't like him.
Yeah, I got a wife and kids in the States somewhere. And he said, yeah, I moved out to, it's somewhere, Southeast Asia or somewhere, I think.
Yeah, Laos.
Yeah. I think it was one of those places. I would do it too, man, for a little vacation spot.
It is, but it's just like my old video about going to Bangkok. It gets old. You can only go through that. You only get so many massages before you're like, man, this is not that fun anymore.
You'd have to just bring a girl out, a different girl, every 3 months.
But even then, though, it's just like, how many times can you play racquetball at the court?
Right.
Yeah. You
just check out the beach.
There's just not enough. Yeah, there's not enough stimulation going on. We're never gonna have it.
How much should I drop on rent if I make some money? What do you think the minimum? I think if somebody had $3,500 a month for rent, you're living a good life.
Yeah, I'd say so. Around, well, it depends where you want to live and like how nice of it.
But a girl would have a family with you. If you were able to spend $3,500 a month.
Well, I mean,
rent,
like what they say with like income is you're supposed to spend like 1/4 of your money on rent.
You see, you'd have to make like 12 G's a month.
Yeah. So that would be like 140, 150 a year.
Man, dude, the best I ever had it was when me and my girl were about to split a spot. Dude, you get a girl with you, man, $1,800 a month. You guys could have a nice place. That's the move. Find a girl you could deal with.
Right.
Someone that don't talk too much.
Yeah, at that point, you can almost get like a 2-bedroom, 1.5.
Right.
Yeah,
get something like that.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. Even then, though, it's like you do want your own place before you get to that.
Yeah, but if the girl don't talk, oh yeah, dude, I would love my own
for
spot.
a couple years.
Yeah, just somewhere where you could just have like a sheet as a curtain. You could live like a guy for a little bit.
It's a couple years of that. Where it's
dude, I miss my own spot. I remember coming home and it took me so long to get used to nobody else coming over. You know?
Well, your place too was like real cozy.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, you could just be in the kitchen and right there.
Oh
in the
man,
room.
it was warm.
Yeah. Not a whole lot of light.
Yeah, but dude, I loved it, man. I would give anything for my own spot again. There's something about you come home, you're just home. You got all the doors open. You're all on the phone. You got music playing. And when you got a lady over.
Oh, especially that neighborhood, too.
Yeah, and I would take any neighborhood downtown, really.
Yeah. If anybody's watching, if you got a hook up on a place.
If you know an old Italian guy, an Irish guy.
If you're willing to rent somebody who might not have money in the future.
Yeah, well, just tell them I'm a hustler. People respect that. I noticed a lot more landlords liked me when I was skinnier. They respect a skinny guy.
Right,
they see me sweep. He tell me, you sweep fast.
That's what I was thinking. If I'm ever in this situation, I got to just act like I don't speak English.
Oh, yeah.
If I just act like I'm some tech guy.
Right.
Who's just like, he just doesn't even know what to do.
Yeah.
He just wants to write a check. It's like, yeah, this dude's going to get in. He keeps asking me for references. I'm like, I don't know what that means. Yeah, no English.
Dude, you got to have like a special check.
Try to hand him an American Express card.
No, you got to pull out one of those big checkbooks with like 60 checks in it. You know, where it's just pages of checks.
That's why you got to get the like black Amex card that's all heavy.
Oh, yeah.
Try to hand it to him, like as if that's the way you pay.
Yeah. I want to get one of those. I think I got these Capital One cards, and it's like you can only have 2 credit cards, or else it's a bad look. One day I want to have a big dog, a serious one.
Yeah.
You know, like a real man's credit
Amex
card.
liquid.
Yeah, or something that gives me in airport lounges. It's all metal.
You
know, I just say it's okay. I got it covered. That's
something that makes a nice noise when you throw it onto the counter.
Yeah, 100%.
Nice little clink.
That's all girls want. They want somebody that's got it covered. You got a car. Imagine I pull up in a car. See, if I had my own apartment with a car, I'd let the car wait about a month or two. And then one day when she's like, John, we're going to be late. We got to get the bus. I'd be like, oh, I didn't tell you? Yeah.
Yeah, right. And you did the alarm. Beep, beep.
Yeah, that's a Toyota Corolla right there.
Yeah. That'd be nice.
Yeah, hop in.
Go up to Woodstock.
That's 50% tint.
Yeah. We were driving to Binghamton.
Yeah. Let's go, baby.
Well, let's plug some dates, huh?
I got Binghamton. I should hit them up. I think you could gamble up there, too. That's an old folk town.
Oh, yeah.
AC was, dude, I'll tell you what. Me and my friend were talking about AC. That's a fun vacation. The beach in the summer.
No, not now.
Yeah, not now. But take a girl down there in the summer, dude. I'm telling you. A little expensive for rib tips, but it was a good time.
Hey, you do a little gambling?
Yeah, you have some fun with the casino.
A little baccarat.
Throw a 20 in here. You get some toys on the beach.
Shoot some dice.
Little light up shit. Run around with her.
Yeah.
Hang out on the beach all day. Little vacation.
Yeah. Smoke cigarettes inside.
Yeah, you could hit some Marlboro Reds or something.
Well, let's name some cruise ships here, huh?
I got Pride, the Panoramic. I got Venezia coming up. Legend.
Venezia.
Yeah.
I hear great things.
Yeah, Venezia, the Italian ship.
Oh, man.
Coming up.
You know what that means.
Yeah, so I'm going to be doing that. I got NCL I'm going to be doing. I'm excited. Cracking a new line. Norwegian cruise line.
Nice. Where's that going?
Same place, I think, the Bahamas.